English Heritage website. Wood Henge is a Neolithic timber monument built in about 2500 BC, around the same time as Stonehenge, and only 2 miles away to the northeast. It was formed of 6 concentric ovals of standing posts, surrounded by a bank and ditch, which were built to align with the summer solstice sunrise. The site was discovered by aerial photography in 1925 and excavated in 1926-7 by Ben and Maud Cunnington, who marked the positions of the wooden posts with concrete pillars for visitors. Today Woodhenge forms part of the Stonehenge and Avebury World Heritage Site. Woodhenge consisted of 6 concentric rings of timber posts of varying size, forming an oval monument 40 meters, 131 feet, long and 36 meters, 118 feet, wide. The outermost 2 rings consisted of relatively small and closely spaced posts. Moving inwards was the ring with the largest posts, comprising 16 posts measuring about 35 centimeters, 14 inches, in diameter, each erected using a ramp. Within this ring were 3 smaller ovals of posts. Later at least 2 large sarsen stones were added to the southern side of Woodhenge, placed between pairs of timber posts, perhaps after they had rotted. Although Maud Cunnington interpreted Woodhenge as an open-air structure, shortly afterwards the archaeologist Stuart Piggott argued that it was a large communal building. His ideas were accepted for many years. However, more recent excavations at the sanctuary, a similar monument near Avebury, have shown that individual posts were replaced on occasion. Indicating that both that monument and Woodhenge are more likely to have been freestanding structures. Surrounding Woodhenge, and perhaps dug slightly later, were a ditch and external bank, making a henge monument about 90 meters, 295 feet, across. A single entrance lay to the northeast. This faced towards Durrington Walls, a large enclosure 70 meters, 230 feet, away, where there were other timber structures and a contemporary settlement. Although we don't know exactly when Woodhenge was built, it is likely to date from the late Neolithic period, around 2500 BC, roughly the same time that these other monuments were built and the sarsen stones at Stonehenge were being erected. The oval post rings at Woodhenge are aligned northeast to southwest, in the same way as Stonehenge. The horizon towards the southwest, the direction of the midwinter sunset, rises to block any view of the sunset, but to the northeast there is a clear view, so it seems likely that the monument was built to align with the midsummer sunrise. Another timber monument nearby, the southern circle at Durrington Walls, was aligned on the midwinter sunrise. Perhaps these monuments were intended to be used for similar purposes at different times of year, with people processing from here to Stonehenge. We know that the settlement at Durrington was a place where people gathered from long distances for feasting and midwinter celebrations, before the large henge monument was constructed.